rolls thing that he does every year
Oh,
for his son John Henry. And anyways, like he hasn't sent him any songs yet, and they were like backing him up.
It's like,
like
what are we doing?
it was like that's a lot, a lot. That's a huge category. Like, can you narrow it down just a legend?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. But John D is like, I remember he was telling me like somebody tried to show up with charts and he just took it and threw them off the stage while their back was turned and started.
Just started playing. Perfect.
I'm like, love him, hate him for that.
When we were up here doing the John D and Friends thing, that was one of the memories that sticks out of my head. He's like, play the wrongest note. I'm like, what? Okay. Tried to find the ugliest note possible. Just, yeah, play it again. All right, start your solo there. What the
So I always appreciated it was kind of sort of sparring with his approach, which I do the same thing.
And I dig it because, I would have never thought to have done that ever. So, all right then. There's a way to jump off that diving board.
Yeah. He wants to push you in. So it's like, okay.
It's like, all right,
if you're not going to be mad at me for it, then that's the worst. Is like Eleanor's kind of like notorious for it. Is Chris will do it too. It's like if you play a wrong note, they'll automatically do the
hello. Yeah.
Like I'm like, thanks for letting everybody know.
Oh man, with us, it's been so many times where it's just like put my hand up, just take it off the guitar. Oh,
it's me.
Sorry.
I own it.
I try not to do that in John's band.
Right.
My own, it's like, oh yeah. That's me.
Wait, so who have you been out with?
Mayall.
Oh, John Mayall. Okay.
Yeah.
How's that been?
Cool. He's cut back a great deal. It's just his birthday, so he turned 88, and he's just like, and he's like not gonna be touring outside of California. So we did like some stuff in Utah a couple months ago, and then this will be a little run we do next week. So it'll be fun. We get to see him again. Yeah.
Oh my God! Just be able to see all of these guys are getting up there and like seeing them still like just kill it.
Yeah.
Just still mind blowing to me.
Dude, he wakes up and that voice just comes out of him. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't. Like when I joined his band, I was so shocked at like how much he plays. And I was like, you're doing like 2-hour shows 6 nights a week.
You're 88 years old. Like, how do you do that?
Magic.
Exactly. It's like definitely was some dealings with some metaphorical things. I won't say devil, but it could be.
Crossroads.
It's crossed our minds. Okay. I do believe we've hit our time. Are we live? Oh my God, we're live streaming. Hi, live streaming people.
Howdy.
Thanks for tuning in. For the actual people, hi.
Yay.
Thanks for being here.
Actual howdy.
Welcome. Who all has spent time in this room before? I love this room. I love this room. This is one of my favorite places to play. It's been such a joy to have my Thursday nights here. I think this is my going on. Well, it's hard to tell with the pandemic, but I think it's been at least like 4 years maybe that I've been doing this. So long enough to qualify for like a 10-year, right? If that's something that exists anymore.
Where's your watch?
I know, exactly. I want my gold watch. I'll talk to Steve. Actually, he'll probably give me like a swatch. Yeah. I'll still take it. But, so just a tiny little disclaimer. I always like to just let people know about I love this room so much, and it's partly because of how intimate it is in here. And what I mean by that, too, is that if you think you're having a conversation just yourself, you're not. You're sharing with the whole room. So just kind of like keep that in mind present, because we are here to entertain you, and that's what we're going to start to do right now. So, Carolyn, will you kick us off?
Well, sure, golly. Guitars have 6 strings, yeah. This one's in tune, I hope. Yeah, all right. Well, heck, how about a relatively new one? This is we just had a record come out.
You
just
had a record. I was so excited. Like, I don't know how I missed that, but I was like so excited, and especially what's the Texas Boots. What I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, man, Texas Girl in Her Boots.
Yes, I was like that's the one that they've been like jamming on the Sirius XM, and it's so cool, and I'm just excited.
That's so crazy. Well, I should start with it then. What the heck?
It was requested, but you play whenever you're ready.
All right. Well, hell. Well, I'm a Texas girl. I got boots for the dirt. I got boots to play dress up
throw away ones that hurt. I've got boots for the rain, boots for the mud, boots that go dancing, boots that go third, but the boots that leave me wanting more. They're my baby's boots at night, or when they hit the floor. Texas girls, I swear, well, we've always got more than one pair. Now this Texas girl feels no snake in the grass. I got some big bad boots, baby, that'll glide across glass. Boots to climb ladders over any height of a wall. I got boots to give my sisters who ain't got no boots at all. But the boots that leave me wanting more, they're my baby's boots at night, or when they hit the floor. Texas girls, I swear, an occasion for every pair. Now I might waltz the night away with friends of mine, or I might shuffle down to Antone's for a shine. I stumble straight into trouble and sashay about. And if I go astray, my boots save the day. I just two-step my way out. Know that I might waltz the night away with friends of mine, or I might shovel down to Antone's for a shine. Lord, I stumble straight into trouble and sashay about. And if I go astray, my boots save the day. I just two-step my way out. Said I'm a Texas girl, so don't go starting no fights. I've already sized you up, baby, and my boot fits just right. I got boots that made for marching, 'cause I seem to march a lot. And the boots I wear when drinking, and they stand straight when I'm not. But the boots that leave me wanting more, they're my baby's boots at night, or when they hit the floor. Texas girls, I swear, well, we've always got more than one pair. An occasion for every pair. Yeah, we've always got more than one pair. I said my boots everywhere. My boots, my boots everywhere. My boots, I got a pair.
Just like that.
Oh man, it's just a good song. I get lost in the song that I like. I can't remember what I'm supposed to play on the bass.
You
God, I
killed.
loved it.
I had
Loved it.
zero concern you killed.
It's just like flashbacks to the original gig that I played with you.
I know. Hey, how you doing? How about this song? I'll give you an eyebrow.
Exactly. We met originally through Shelley King, who I don't remember what happened, but somehow I got asked to be part of like this all women a girls rock at the Hard Rock Cafe
Yeah.
when the Hard Rock was still there.
Yes, that brief moment.
But it's like I got to play bass, and Lisa Pancrakes was on drums, and Carolyn was on guitar, and it was like I didn't even know what I was stepping into. I was like 18 years old with my 5-string bass, and just be like, I know how to play this stuff, and we were backing everybody up. It was just like, but it was definitely like sink or swim time. It's like, okay, this song is in this key, and I'm like, yay, okay, I can do it.
You saw my charts. It's like mystery chord, real big.
Right.
That one.
I'm just like, it was nice that we were all in the same position. It was like, okay, but I just always feel like the bass is like, it's like when that note isn't there, it's just like a fart in the middle of the room, you know?
Oh, for real. Oh, for real. You're the one instrument that can't break.
Yeah, exactly. You just feel it all coming out, and you're like, oh, and people only knew how much I'm grinding my teeth right now. It's okay. We survived. It was so much fun, though. And what a joy it was. Like, sink or swim, but it was just such an awesome thing to be able to meet all of these amazing women, and what a great introduction into Austin music scene, you know?
Shelly King, man, she's got a Rolodex. Introduce you to everybody.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I did a couple years on the road with her. You guys just got back too, right?
Yeah, it was quite fun, man. Like the end of our first leg, we stopped at a haunted church outside of Cincinnati on Halloween. It was like, woo-kay.
That is the perfect way to spend Halloween.
Yeah.
I am sincerely jealous of that experience.
Well, I don't think so, but apparently we had some pranksters, so if that counts, I guess. No apparitions, merely pranksters.
Yeah, I feel like my ghosts are living, breathing most of the time.
I can get to that.
I find a lot of inspiration from those. In fact, we have a new record with my sister called Ghost Stories. How about that for a segue?
Boom.
So I'll do. I call this one the ghost story of my love life, because what I realized is not just that I'm masochistic, it's that I'm addicted to heartbreak. And I was like, oh, right, because I get inspiration from it. And it's like, what? I am a true masochist. Like, I keep realizing it over and over again. I didn't really believe it, but like now I'm like, oh no, I am.
No, this is what's happening.
I choose this for my life. So this one's called Hurtin' for Letdown. And is it? Yeah. I'll give you a solo for the chorus, I think. I was hurting for letdown, just a luck that I found. The sad queen in her crown, alone how I rule. I didn't want this to work out, as any fool could see how it's written in the cards now. I was hurting for letdown. Well, it happened in the moment that I met you. Yeah, another lesson that I thought I knew. Better to part as friends before the cycle starts again. It's not your fault I broke my heart. That's just what I do. I was hurting for letdown, just a luck that I found. The sad queen in her crown, alone how I rule. I didn't want this to work out, as any fool could see how it's written in the cards now. I was hurting for letdown. Well, I could tell that you were just my type, deeply unavailable is my plight. If I never cross your mind, well, that suits me just fine. I'm addicted to the heartache. I don't playing all the notes that my heart is saying. I swear. It's very big. Oh, yeah, that was a fun one to write too. I have to say. Gotta love the guy who breaks my heart. That's the one thing about it. So one of my first record, Emperors to Ashes, that I put out, which was basically my way of being able to murder my ex-boyfriend like a number of times.
Without going to jail.
Exactly. It's just like you get to go through the whole entire imaginary like playground and those circumstances, right? And so like we didn't really talk very much, and after the breakup, and I ran into him randomly, and I was able to give him a copy of it and said, "Thank you so much. I wouldn't have been able to make this without you."
Well, yeah.
It's true. He may not have liked it, but hey, what can you say? I give credit where credit's due.
I know. I'm trying to think. I was thinking about that, like, too. Like, you ever been invited to, to play in a wedding, and you're thinking to yourself, it's like, I have 0 love songs. I mean, they're all
Why
failed.
are they asking me?
Like,
It's and then when they ask like certain songs, you're just like, do you not listen to it? Like I had somebody ask like the "I Will Always Love You" Dolly Parton, and I'm like,
they're leaving.
pretty sure about that. That's about leaving. That's it's like the Prince, or not the Police song, "Every Breath You Take" or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's a stalker song.
Oh, totally, man.
That's not a love song.
Restraining order rock.
Exactly.
It's like, oh man.
I'm just always baffled by how many people do not really take in the lyrical content of things sometimes.
Man, have mercy.
Well, and considering that I've over the last couple records, I've dabbled into this whole Woody Guthrie, political leaning tunes and so on and so forth, which you have been just you're badass and all of that, and I love that. But do you feel like where is that coming from for you, wanting to put those songs out?
When stuff bothers me enough that it weighs on my brain, and I can't figure out why people do what they do, like why we're driven to do what I would consider to be like shitty behavior, or at least stupid, you know, or
just not for the good of it's not good for. I don't understand people going against their own, their own worth, and I guess that's kind of like our issue in a larger scale, I guess, but.
There's a really interesting study that goes in the 70s. It's a short essay, but it's basically like the 4 principles of stupidity, and the lowest form of stupidity that brings people and societies down is the people who act not only in their no interest for themselves, but detrimental to society as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like they're meaning to. Perhaps they're just unaware that every breath they take, every move they make. That's
right. But that was just something that was really inspiring. Like I think because of your presence in my life, that it helped me kind of go after and wanting to do that. Also, it was sort of realizing that I'm a masochist, and it's trying to be everybody's Americana darling wasn't doing me any favors, and it wasn't really letting me be myself. And so until I put a record like "Fuck with Sad Girls," it wasn't really apparent of that kind of thing. So I love seeing people kind of getting out and expressing themselves that way too, which is really nice. But anyway, I admire your ability to write that kind of stuff too.
Well, thank you. I can do one of them that's on. I'm thinking I should have brought an acoustic, but I bet I can make her sound.
You can use mine too if you want to. The last time we hung out, it was right before. I think it was past election day, it was 2 days after it, but we didn't know yet because last year pandemic and. Mail-in ballots, and so.
Yeah, so who knows?
Oh, God. It was only a year ago, but yet it seems like, oh, God, how did this year go by so fast? It's just crazy to me.
It's bizarre. It's like, wait, is this that object in the rearview mirror they keep telling me about? Because damn, dude.
It's getting closer. And then, right now, with everything with we have the Supreme Court decision looming over us right now, and sorry to bring it up, but it's ever present. And
I'm staying and I'm fighting. That's what I know is I'm staying and I'm fighting.
All right.
But well, this is a song I wrote when I was really, 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 really angry. But I decided it shouldn't be a punk rock song. I decided it should be pretty because, well, why not, right? So
on the record, Cindy Cashdollar plays this beautiful steel on it. Just makes me cry. I just have to think about her part and I'll cry. So in the middle of this, the Alice Cooper starts going to start
Okay,
happening.
I like it.
There's a crack in the wall. The leaders are afraid of what might seep in. The rest of us are thirsting for a drop of what might come in the fall. There's a crack in the wall. Philomena, she weeps, preparing the last meal. In the kitchen she keeps dreams of a new home, but peace only comes when she sleeps. Philomena, she weeps. She runs slow with a child. The coyotes left them, but her body still hurts. Gotta find some water that wasn't kicked in the dirt by evil men out in the wild. She runs slow with a child. There's a heart plain to see. The gaze of a child's eyes pleading with you. Carolyn, me mama, she cries, broken in two. She sleeps on the floor in a cage in the land of the free. There's a heart plain to see. There's a crack in the wall. The leaders are afraid of what might seep in. The rest of us are thirsty for a drop of what might come in the fall. There's a crack in the wall.
And pretty much that's exactly what I think about that, man. You know?
Yeah, agreed. And that's reminds me of the Leonard Cohen line of the crack is where the light gets in. I may not. I'm paraphrasing it. I'm not quoting it directly. I know. I'm really bad about that. See, I can't help myself, but I always go punk rock when I write these ones.
I'm in.
I wrote one recently, a song with Kim Ritchie, who is another one of my all-time favorites, and she kept trying to tell me, like, tell me antidotes about, being your younger self. And so I was talking about how like I never really fit in, and I was kind of like a weirdo, and then I sort of embraced that fully, and that was kind of like where I was like, so I feel like I've resorted back to my 13-year-old self again. Like Lisa Frank, like threw up goth sort of whatever component that I always wanted to fully be myself as at times. So she was like, I dubbed myself the nickname Abby Normal, and I had the necklace that had that written on there, which was hella funny since nobody in my age at least knew what Young Frankenstein was at all.
Well,
They didn't get the joke.
Yep.
Well, that's how I knew it was cool. I was like, oh. But, anyway, but she and I wrote this one, and I've been kind of in love with it, especially since all the shit that's been happening too. So. I wore an Abbey just had a thought and it just completely disappeared. That always seems to happen, but that was fucking awesome.
That was fun.
I love rocking out to that one.
That song puts the FU in fun. It's like,
I know,
yeah,
right?
Yes.
It's so enjoyable. I had the absolute pleasure of being able to sing at the Women's March this year, and I really wanted to do that song, but I couldn't. I didn't trust myself to remember the words, and I kind of wanted to sing a song that like had already been released because that's a new one and
Yeah.
I can't find it again or whatever. So I made them all participate in my rape culture song, which I did, which was it was very it was so energizing to hear that many people replying back to me because that's
Yes.
fun to have a call and response.
Well, it's good to have like the songs for the important moments and to have the right
Yeah.
songs for the important moments. I'm so
Yeah.
glad you were there. Yeah.
It was such a joy. It was just to be a part of it and to have that many people there, especially after what we've been facing this
Yes.
past couple months. So
It always makes me think of Molly Ivins. You know, she would always like, you know,
Yeah.
tell it's like, yeah, go out there, you know, do your thing, you know, fight, you know, but don't forget to have fun doing it.
Exactly.
Because this is your life. This is it. You know?
Yeah.
Much like touring, don't go straight to the hotel room. Go check out the largest ball of twine because this is your life.
exactly.
This is it.
I got to get better about doing that. Although I will always enjoy a really good meal.
I'm
That's
with
kinda
you.
like my like
Yes.
I don't see a lot, but I definitely want to know where the best places to eat are when I'm on the road. That's the most important thing to me.
I can get to that. I can get to that.
Yeah.
We always try to find pool tables. That's our other thing. I don't.
Oh,
you know,
yeah?
Yeah. Can we put that in our writer?
Must have pool table.
Must have.
We've been obsessed with backgammon
Oh,
as
nice.
of late, so that's been a new thing to kind of implement. And I've only started. Everybody else has been doing it for money, and I just started with it, so I'm still kind of like.
Like, no,
I
money.
like gambling with other people's money, not my own, because I always lose my own.
I'm with you. I always feel more respectful of someone else. Like I'm like that with tuners. It's like I had my friend's tuner for 12 years. My own, no, 3 months. It's like no.
Right. But it's like when I gamble with somebody else's money, I actually win the money. That's the other thing.
Mhm.
So then it's like, oh, well, I can give you back.
It's like I'm useful. Hey,
Hey.
all right.
Partnership, so to speak.
Oh shoot. Now I'm thinking about this. Songs about. I don't know any good gambling songs. I used to.
Only with my heart. That's
I know
about it.
if I could pull it off, or Mr. Mud, Mr. Gold.
I know, right?
Ooh,
We're
yeah,
just
if I could
talking
pull
about that.
Pulled that off one time. Had to have the lyrics like on 3 pages in front of me. I was like, oh, wait, and then what happened? Yeah.
There's a lot of words to remember in
Yeah.
those town songs. I'm always impressed with seeing Butch. Where am I? Where's my mind?
Hancock.
Hancock. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he knows all of them. Like, he
Dude.
just a encyclopedia of all that. And then plus all of his songs and all the words. And I don't know.
It kind of blows my damn mind.
It does. He blows my mind. I think he's kind of an alien, you know.
It might be. You could be very well onto something.
Right. I feel like anybody who grew up in Lubbock and that cool, you know, like him and Jimmy
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Joe, like they're all a little alien or whatever. It's like, yeah, that
Little
makes
pod
sense
was
to me.
placed.
Yes, exactly.
Well, now I'm thinking about just silly songs. All this stuff.
Do it.
This has got a bunch of weird old chords in it, but if you're feeling it, yeah, it's just fun.
Okay.
So I wrote this song for a telemarketer who woke me up and asked me for the man of the house.
That was the wrong thing to do.
So many words rhyme with truck.
My mom like would lose her shit every time I go, can I speak to or is this Mrs. Alex Whitmore? And she would just be like, woo! Like you could just like already feel the heat radiating into. It's like, oh man, you probably had a nice ass, but she's totally just like reamed you a new one.
It's done, yeah. So, yeah, I cleaned it up though. The other version was just for me.
Oh, I want the original.
Fuckity fuck. Yeah, I know. We'll see what throws itself in. Anyway, a little song called "I'm the Man." Yeah.
There we go.
A two. Well, it's every man for himself, I understand. So here's my plan, boys. I'm showing all cards in my hand. When
things get hard to handle, I won't get upset. I let the sweet little girl in me sit down and take a rest, honey, 'cause I'm the man. Oh, yes, it's true. A little give and take to be my all, that's all you need. No pity for my sake. I'm not as helpless as it seems, so don't you treat me like a fragile china doll. 'Cause when my claws come out, I'll show you that I got balls, honey, 'cause I'm the man. Yes, I am. Well, I said it. Yes, I did. Well, darling, so unrivaled. Yeah, baby, I'm entitled. Don't you know that I am, honey? I'm the man. A little give and take to be my own, that's all you need. No pity for my sake. I'm not as helpless as it seems, so don't you treat me like a fragile china doll. 'Cause when my claws come out, I'll show you that I got balls, honey, 'cause I'm the man. Oh, I am. Well, now I said it. Yes, I did. Ooh, baby, I am the man. Yes, I am. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Braggadocious silliness.
I just can't get myself untangled at all. Yeah, my mom's favorite sayings growing up was, if the mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy, and
Yes.
don't make the mommy mad. So
Words to live by, man, for real.
it definitely made the impression, you know. It's like my sister and I didn't get along for a really long time when we were kids and stuff. It's amazing how well we get along now. It's a blessing on many levels. And this whole process of putting out a record, you know, people are, you know how how people like to ask you questions already assuming they know the answer, and so
Yes.
they basically they're not really asking, they're just wanting you to confirm. And we had one of those
Like,
questions.
are we on trial? Yeah.
We had one of those questions, and we just wanted to reply with, basically Leuven brothers with tits. That's it. You got it, nailed it right there on the
Yeah,
head.
that's, yep.
Anyway, but I'm getting off subject now. Right, exactly. I think that would be perfect, actually. It's
That
like,
only saves
I
real.
think that should just be like the quote, like to just send out with all Whitmore sisters things.
Yep.
Get people's attention. But
Uh-oh. Pickup being funny? It's like I'll only do it at this angle. The lightsaber mode.
right, exactly. Yeah, so I feel like growing up, my sister and I, we didn't always get along, but it was kind of like, as long as we didn't involve mom, Like that was the whole thing, is we could just roar at each other, but the moment we got too loud and Mom got involved, it was like all bets off. Not worth it. Not worth the effort. Anyway, and I think I'm losing a cable is what's happening.
Yeah, maybe so. There's another one back here. You want to try it?
Maybe so. I just keep hoping that if I mess with it more, it'll just miraculously, just shake it out. We'll try this one. If it mess up, so then I'll grab something else.
I'll grab that. As long as it's there.
Right? Well, you've seen the man. I was thinking of Elizabeth Cook's song too. It takes balls to be a woman. That one. That's another good. I don't know that I have that particular one, but I have this one where I titled my record "Fuck with Sad Girls," so I felt like that seemed like a good thing to go into.
Yeah, man.
If I can find my
Cheers.
Is it John D likes to call it a barrette? Oh, there it is. I need a barrette for this one. Everybody having fun?
I like that, a guitar barrette.
I'm so glad you guys are coming and hanging out with this. Like, I love doing these nights, and it's been really great to make it a little bit more reasonable hour.
Yeah.
The 10:30 starts were. Well, I mean, no one is expected to be quiet and listening at a 10:30 show, you know.
Yeah.
It's a little more rambunctious.
Yeah, it's
if
like
you will.
show up in your pajamas and what? Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, awesome!
Howdy.
Fantastic. Well, thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah.
And if you guys know this one, sing along. It may be the jack. Who knows? We're just gonna get through it. Anyway. This one I have a whistle solo, but not nearly as impressive as yours. But I'm gonna try my best.
I love whistle solos.
Rear view. While the rest just seem to pass her by. Always watching the world through the corner of an eye. She material. 2021 in the rear view. Whatever helps you to never bat an eye. There's no one really wants to fuck with sad girls. Let me hear you. No one really wants to fuck with sad girls. No one really wants to fuck with sad girls. We sad girls. We sad boys, sad girls, sad girls. We sad boys, sad girls, sad Cause no one really wants to fuck with sad girls. Oh, that fills my heart with joy. Thank y'all so much for singing along. It's the little things, you know, when you get a room of people saying no one really wants to fuck with sad girls, I'm like, yes, you're my people. Thank you.
And they're all good singers. What the hell? Oh yeah, we live in Austin. I forget.
It was like really Hubbard, tempo, people. Oh man, that was awesome. Well, you're gonna be playing the Armadillo Christmas Bazaar coming up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. On the 19th, I'm gonna go run around with John Mayall out in California for about 10 days, and then
Nice.
and then fly back and come play the Armadillo, and that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'm gonna kidnap Shelley King and Kevin Lance and Naj Conklin. See if maybe I can kidnap Marsha if she's in town. You
hell
just
yeah.
never know who's gonna crash the gig.
I love that. You know, any time to be able to crash that party is a good party to be part of.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this Sunday because
Where you at?
I'm gonna be playing with Eleanor, and we're gonna be playing our first Whitmore Sisters show, open up for the Jayhawks at 3:10.
Yes.
So,
Be
and there's
there,
still some tickets
dude.
available. So if you guys don't have Sunday plans, it's this Sunday. The Mastersons are open up Friday and Saturday. Those are already sold out, but Sunday we still got some tickets available, and I believe that Karen is gonna be here too, which is really exciting. She's been gone on some of the other ones, and I just don't feel like it's the Jayhawks without her. So I'm glad she's gonna be there.
That's cool as hell, man.
I know. I was like, I'm in love with them anyway, so that was just kind of like, all right. You know, it's just, I feel like I'm getting to that point where I'm like, the things that I really wanted to have happen are starting to come true.
Yeah.
And it's this weird sort of like odd feeling where like you feel like an imposter, but you also like feel like you like deserve to be there at the same time. I'm always warring with myself. It's like
I can get to that.
Right.
This is why we write songs.
Right, exactly. If only you knew how like how much I oscillate between like being like I'm fucking awesome and I'm like I suck, like that's like those are I'm going back and forth between those two at all times.
Seriously.
Well, I'm glad you think so and agree with me because that's how I usually feel. But there's always, you know, I call it my little depression buddy. It's the little thing that just is always there, and it always likes to be like, but remember.
Remember that, Ray? Remember that one time that like you didn't rhyme that word? Yeah, Wait, God damn it!
Just remember me with my flat sweats coming for you. That's how I always feel. That's all right. We're buddies at this point, so, and I think that's part of the reason why you get to that point where, you know, you're touring with one of your heroes, and I've gotten to do that with a couple of my heroes, and that's just a really good place to be.
It feels
especially in
good.
music.
I feel you on feeling like an imposter, but once you get out of the way of your own self and just play music, you shine. So don't worry about it. Yeah, it's like, dude, The spiritual practice of getting out of one's way, the isness of the whatness.
Daily practice.
I wrote this for Russ Hartman. Y'all know Russ. I hope you dig it. It's a song called On My Feet Again, about that awesome wheelchair he's got these days.
may trip, I may fall, stumble in front of you all, but I'll be on my feet again with the help of a few good friends. Obstacles in my way, sorrow, I keep you at bay, 'cause I'll be on my feet again with the help of a few good friends. Well, my feet again. Standing tall until the end. One more whistle. Yeah. And where we make amends, yeah. Another round and then we'll be on our feet again with the help of a few good friends. Well, my feet again. Standing tall until the end. Love is in the air. Embrace it everywhere. And we'll be on our feet again with the help of a few good friends. I said, I know we're on our feet again. Ooh, with the help of a few good friends. That was fun, man.
So I'm still rusty with the bass, man. It's like getting to play with people again.
I can dig it. You rule.
I trust my ear most of the time. Sometimes it lacks me. But it's just good. I feel like a lot of us been kind of trying to shake off that rust of this past year.
Oh, yeah.
I've been really grateful for my live streaming people and getting to do a Zoom show every week, which you were gracious enough to come and participate with that.
That's fun.
I just miss being able to like sing and play with people. And so like now that I get to, I'm like, my fingers are like, you don't remember how to do that. I'm like, yes, I do. Get in shape. You know?
Oh, we all get to be harmony sluts again. It's like, oh my
I know.
God.
That's so good.
No latency. Be in the same room. Sing.
Yes. I swear, like the first time I got to get together with my family and have them join in. In fact, I'll do the song right now. That I did this song, and both Eleanor and my mom and Chris all started singing along, and I just like projectile tears,
Nice.
which always catches me a little bit by surprise, you know. And I was like, I always feel like it's about to tump over, like and they're right there, and so it just doesn't take much for it to be like, oh, is she crying? Yes, she's crying. Sad Girls is real for me, anyway. Oh yeah, we're gonna have Whitmore family reunion is happening on the 23rd. So mom and dad and sister too.
Christmas Eve.
Yes, on the 23rd. I'm so excited. That's been a tradition that we've been holding over the past few years, which has been fantastic. And so I was down in Terlingua here recently, and got to hang out with one of my best friends from high school came to visit and just spend time with my parents, and they did a show at the Starlight there, and they were just on, man. They like, of course, they were singing all the Masterson songs.
Yeah.
Which my mom's version of everything is just hilarious. It's just
That's awesome.
but I forget, like, my parents have like basically they're just in love with each other. They are a true love story, which is a brilliant thing. Except for my dad really likes to write songs about their love story, and it can get a little graphic at times.
Oh, Dad.
And like, we're still having sex in our 60s, and I'm like, yeah, but you're in your 70s now, and it's like, yeah, we can still get away with 60, and I'm like,
We can
all
still
right,
say it. Yeah.
okay. Anywho, that's the reason why my sister and I needed to graduate from the family band, because it became a little awkward being on stage with Dad while he's serenading our mom, so to speak. Anyway, but I wrote this one with Jamie Harris, and this one's called Fine. It goes like this. It's in C. I'll throw you a solo. Yeah, for we first met, it was sickly sweet. I looked at you and you looked through me. No sin. that.
That
I like
was-
how that went out.
That was so much fun. I think we surely broke a law. In there
I know. We're just having too much fun up here, I swear. All right. So you grew up in Houston?
I
Is that
did.
right?
Well, I got older as a child in Houston.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I've been tried as an adult, but yeah, I still don't feel it.
Well, I'm just curious. Is like I know that Chris kind of grew up in Houston and everything.
Yeah.
Did you guys cross paths a lot?
Oh
when you were-
yeah, I remember meeting his parents when I was
Marcy.
yeah, I was the one of the worst waitresses Dan Electro's Guitar Bar had ever hired ever in the history of their hiring
feel that.
underage waitresses. Yeah, so yeah, I remember him coming in and his folks bringing him in on jam night and
Uh-huh.
just being like, "Holy crap, he's awesome!" And, you know,
I
and it's like as
know.
a kid, it was just like obvious, like, "Oh yeah, he's totally got it."
He's a unicorn. That one.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
It was a funny time though because there was a period where like, you know, folks would request, you know, like, oh, like Chris should play a Johnny Winter, and they'd always
Right.
request of me, oh, you should play a Janis Joplin. So
Right.
we're like, no, we should swap that.
Yeah.
So-
I was like, you do Janice, I'll do
so,
Johnny
yeah,
Winter.
come
I think
on.
it's perfect. Oh, I love that. Well, you guys should start that band sometime.
We
the two of
totally
you.
should.
I'm for it.
Yes.
Well, I'm just curious because I know like the Houston scene is so rich as far
Oh,
as
God,
music
yeah.
goes. And Eleanor and I grew up in Denton, which also had a really good music scene, but it was much more jazz oriented and a
Yeah.
lot of like Latin.
Smart dudes
Yeah.
and chord substitutions.
I know. It's just
We're
way
the-
too and just bitter old men too that are just like still
There's plenty of that
purists
everywhere.
of the jazzers and whatever. I don't know. It was just a very interesting town to kind of grow up in. But there was always this sort of like vortex, I feel, of so like how did it feel to leave Houston and move to Austin?
It was weird. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I just realized that I'd started writing the same song over and over again. I was like, need a change of scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking maybe Amsterdam, maybe, you know, I mean, come on, why not? You know, Amsterdam, New York, maybe San Francisco. And I was just like, well, two of those are way too damn expensive.
Right.
And then we were doing this festival, the High Sierra Festival up there in Northern California. And it was that tour where Doug Somm was playing with the Gourds on that run.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're in the autograph tent together hanging out, and it was so very funny. He greeted us in the hotel like he saw the Texas plates
man.
when we drove in,
Mm-hmm.
and so he just pops out and he's in his like, you know, under drawers and his tent, his cowboy boots and his hat, and he pops out, "Hi, oh sorry ladies," and he puts on a shirt and he comes back out. And he says, "I couldn't help notice you're from Texas." Like, yeah, we are, Mr. Somm. It's so good to see you again. You know, he's like, you used to call me Rainbow Head. He's like, "Oh really? Wait, when's your birthday?" He's like, "You know, my birthday's the same as John Philip Sousa." And then he started marching around going, "Be kind to your web-footed friends." I about fell out, and I was like, okay, I'm hanging out wherever this guy goes for the
Right.
rest of my life. And so yeah, I moved to Austin like 3 months later.
That's fantastic. So did you guys maintain a friendship?
Briefly, I mean, yeah, for the last couple of years of his life, yeah, he
Yeah.
was very groovy. But yeah, he was the one who told me, he's like, "Austin's the land of free guitar lessons. If you fuck up, it ain't that far to drive back to Houston." It's like, you already
Word.
got the last name trick down. Like, nobody's gonna know. Your family will never know.
That's perfect.
Wonderland. Who's gonna put you in jail?
Oh man, that's perfect. That's the best. Yeah, I not that I need my approval, but I like that. That's an awesome little tidbit. Yeah.
And I love Doug so much that yeah, like when I kidnapped my husband to move to town, we got married on Doug Somm Hill. I was like, it just seemed like the best place to do it.
That's perfect.
5 minutes of hell yeah, I do.
That's fantastic. Well, I mean, I got to see the documentary that they made of him, and that kind of was my more of an. I mean, other than just knowing his songs and the Texas Tornadoes and knowing that
Oh,
kind of.
God, yeah.
I mean, Texas is just so rich with lots of amazing music and tradition, and the kind of cross between of like blues and Latin, and it just. I don't know. It's a great place as far as like creativity. So that's one of the reasons why I've always kind of stuck around.
Oh yeah.
Although now I feel like I need to. I want to find a dating option that allows me to find all the men that have been had a vasectomy at this point, because I feel like
It's fair.
I mean, we in troubled times now, and like, you know,
Yep.
6 weeks isn't a really good indicator of anything. So I just feel like, you know, I feel like men need to step up a little bit on that old birth control method, especially if we both agree that we don't want children, which is something that I've definitely stepped into. Where do I want to go from there? Is a murder ballad a bad idea at this point?
I think that fits right in. Hand in glove.
Okay, actually, I'm going to do this one for Kathy. It's about wanting shit to, you know, be over and done with. So, since we are waiting at this point, this is called The Gavel, and I'm going to let you just fucking wail on this. It's an E-ish.
All right.
Well, ish.
Gotcha.
E minor-ish. I'm so good at this.
I'm gonna use
so,
all the
so
dots.
good at this. Fill up the plastic, this texture high. Was falling apart now. Bubbles up every time you come walking across my mind. I keep waiting. I keep waiting for the devil to fall. You play the victim, you play the victim. I'll be the fool. Hands the cards, but nobody rules. Rain shakes the rafters around the shades of blood. Dusty and dirty, all covered in mud. And I keep waiting. I keep waiting for the devil to fall. And I keep waiting, Sorrow carries on its broken wings. While the baby sleeps in the giving tree. Wash your hands, girl. Divvy it up into yours and mine, yeah. And stick back your head, Jack. Hey, better luck next time. But I keep waiting. I keep waiting for the devil to fall. I keep waiting. I keep waiting for the devil yeah. Huh.
Wow!
Better out than in, right? Yeah.
And I was like,
I just need to let that one out every once in a while.
yeah.
That's an oldie but a goodie, but it's nice to bring it back. So
I like it, man. It feels good.
yeah, especially having you play on it. Shit, y'all give it up for Carolyn Wonderland. She needs no introduction, but I'm so glad that she is here and she's my friend and she came to play some songs with me tonight. We got a few more for you, so
Yeah.
we're just gonna keep on keeping on. What you got? What you
I'm
got?
wondering, should it be one of mine or one of stolen or
Well, I always like yours, but whatever you were feeling.
Let me think. Ain't the weirdest thing on the spot on occasion. I know I've written songs. I know I've written a couple of them. just a few of them, right? Wait.
Well, I can get weird and play this monstrosity.
Yeah. Hagstrom. Hag. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little song about sometimes we extol the virtues of drinking or not, and this is one of those morning after. And it's not necessarily about drinking, but just try not to cuss at the sun as it's like interrupting your first 2 hours of sleep.
I feel that though. It's just like I'm a night person. I'm not a
Man.
morning person. If I see a sunrise, it's because I stayed up all night.
Yep.
I try not to curse at the sun when it's rising, but I've been burned before, so it's not too surprising when I cuss, make a fuss, ooh, start thinking about us. Sometimes our friends, they don't do us any favors, adding fuel to the fire with various flavors of booze from which to choose. They all lead to the blues. And that's the condition, Lord, which you will find me. I cannot go on out of these chains that are finally held through. A little bit overdue. I say that I'm one of the fortunate few, yeah. Well, empty bottles and the promise of a new day. I can't be the only one who's ever stood in my own way. What I've got all night, well, it's all gone to pot. Actually, it has. That's the condition, Lord, which you will find me. I cannot go on out of these chains that are finally held through. A little bit overdue. I say that I'm one of the fortunate few, yes. I said it's true. A little bit overdue. I say that I'm one of the All those songs about getting better making me want to have a drink.
Well, now I'm having bass issues.
Dang it.
I don't know what's going on.
Looky here, cables. Looky here, electricity.
The ghosts are fucking with me tonight. That's for sure. It's like the bass was just working though, so I don't know what's going on, but it's not making a noise. Oh, there.
There it goes. Humpa. Ah.
Better. Okay.
Yeah.
It's amazing how often that actually works, though. You know, I feel like Fonzie knew something. You know.
Yes.
Hey. Bang it. Just a little knocking. All right. All right. Well, this was the first one I wrote on this thing. I call it McMurtry because it seems to fit it really well. I bought it from him, so it just seems like the perfect fit. But it's kind of his personality in a way, you know.
I
It's
can
like
get that, yeah.
that's little curmudgeon, but you know, a little bite to it, but it's nice.
It's got something to say,
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, this one's called "It's What You Do." How did we get here? A future so unclear. Reality ain't a thing you choose. That's fucking awesome. Oh, I hate it that we're at the end of our session here, y'all. It's not fair. I know. I'm so glad you guys came out. I'm glad you're having as much fun as I am.
Yeah.
But there is more music coming up, and I don't want to be overstepping on this as far as it goes. So thank y'all so much for coming out. Why don't we do one more song? Will you do another song for us, and we'll call it a night? Y'all, Carolyn, Wonderland, everybody. I will be here next week with Jana Pocop, Jeremy Nails after that, and then we got the Whitmore family reunion as well. So come and hang out with us the next Thursday nights. We're gonna bring in take out 2021.
Take it out.
We're gonna take it out. Yeah.
Dear.
We're gonna put it with 2020 because I feel like they belong together.
Yes,
Yeah.
hey man, meet me in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Here. It's gonna be awesome. Well, yeah. How about by Willie Johnson?
Okay.
Oh, hey, my, no. I said I know. I said it ain't nobody. It ain't nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. Yeah. Nobody's fault but mine. So when I die, if my soul gets lost, ain't nobody's fault but mine. When I got a Bible in my home, ooh, I got a Bible in my home, yeah. If I die, my soul gets lost, ain't nobody's fault but mine. I said, 'cause my mother taught me how to read. Yeah, my mother taught me how to read. When I die, should my soul get lost, ain't nobody's fault but mine. I said, now my sister taught me how to pray. Yeah, my sister taught me how to pray. When I die, my soul gets lost, ain't nobody's fault but mine. And Papa Molly taught me how to say. Ooh, my papa taught me how to say. When I die, my soul gets lost, ain't nobody's fault but mine. Ain't nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. So when I die, my soul gets lost, ain't nobody's fault but mine. I said when I die, my
wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves. And if you don't, that's all right. Just have fun while you do it.